Well, we are tracking on, we are, heading on track, and we are right where we expected to be. As you rightly said, we set out the targets for fixed cost reductions and variable cost reductions, and we are exactly where we expected to be with strong results. Particularly fixed costs have, we have reduced more than 80 billion yen in the first half of the year, which is very good for us. We are in very good shape to achieve around 150 billion yen of savings by end of this calendar year and fiscal year, and this puts us in very good position for next year's goal of 250 billion yen. On the variable side, we're also tracking very well. We have achieved more than 4,500 ideas for cost reduction across different vehicle lines. And the impact of this is amounting to around 200 billion yen of visibility at the moment. We have consistent growth on these ideas. So we started back in May with around 75 billion yen of visibility. In July, we were around 150 billion yen, and now we're at 200 billion yen. So the momentum is good, yet we have to continue working hard and putting a lot of pressure on the business to improve the performance. But we're on track.
To that point, Ivan, as you've set course, there's been lots of squalls to try and navigate, and not just this transition towards EV and hybrid and the brutal competition coming through from the Chinese. There's been a tariff impact, and just lately around the chip supply story. And I was just picking up on a report from about a day ago about the production of SUVs in Japan being impacted by the supply of chips coming through from the Dutch company Nexperia. The company, of course, has been involved in a fight with its parent company, the Dutch government, not comfortable with that ownership, which has now impacted the supply. How are you thinking about Nexperia chips and how that story could still steer you off course?
Well, we have two supply constraints at the moment. Nexperia is one, as you rightly said. And the other is aluminum supply in the U.S. from a fire that happened in a supplier. Now, the situation on both is very fluid. That's why in our year-end forecast, we have put a placeholder provision for around 25 billion yen in order to absorb this impact. At the same time, versus last week, we see gradual improvement on both. So we will continue monitoring the situation very closely and adjust this provision as the news evolve. We will be making minor adjustments of production in some of our factories, and we have a very close follow-up on the situation with both supply constraints.
Ivan, let me ask you a broader question around the geopolitics and technology, because just in recent days, the Chinese also saying they don't want foreign chips in their core and data centers for government facilities. We know the US has been very strict too about taking foreign technology from the Chinese. What's the wash up here as you look at how autos may also be swept up in this geopolitical story around advanced technology? Do you think there are implications for the sector?
Well, yeah, there's of course implications. The good thing about Nissan is that we are a very global company. Our footprint and our supply chain is very broad. So we have operations in almost every single part of the world, and this gives us flexibility. So we can react and we can move. And with the restructuring that we're going through, we're protecting this flexibility because, as you rightly said, the world is moving very fast today. A lot of new surprises come every week, and having this flexibility is something that helps Nissan having stability for the future.